farmer's hands. I actually cleaned them up for you today. But this is what happens when you farm. I'm pretty proud of my hands.
Well, Joe and I met in 2003 or 4, and we farmed together for our first season together as a couple in 2006, and we were married here in 2007.
The rest is history. Nothing's been the same since. My name is Joe McProud.
And I'm Alan Haight. Well, I started Riverhill Farm in 2001, and at that time the farm consisted of a farm stand, and people could come out here to the farm and buy local produce. We're just 3 miles from town. The farm has evolved since then, such that a large percentage of our produce is sold through the local co-op, and the rest of it is sold at farmers markets here in the community.
And we still have the farm stand, which I think is an important part of what we're doing here as a way of bringing people out to the farm, connecting them to the source of their food so that they can see how their food's being grown and what a farm looks like. Our hope is that if people understand and appreciate the farm on a first-hand basis, that they'll have a vested interest in keeping not just our farm, but farms in general as part of the texture of the community and the landscape that they're living in. Our mission and goals for the farm are to be environmentally sensitive to this place, beautiful place we live. We're certified organic. The bees and the birds and the insects that share the farm with us. We've restored a wetlands in the middle of the farm with the help of local school children.
At this point in my life, I'd like to have a specialty, but in a rural community, it's hard to be too specialized. The way in which we can support the farm economically is by meeting the diverse needs of our customers for just about everything that can be grown. So, in a nutshell, we call it from arugula to zucchini, A to Z. I take it for granted that if I grow beautiful produce, people will appreciate that and they'll consume it, and it will become part of the fiber of their very being. And I'm satisfied to accomplish that. And I won't change the way the food system works. I won't change what people think in New York City, but in my own hometown, I'll have an impact, and it's time that will tell what that impact really amounts to. So if at some point in the future a child approaches me as a young person, as a teenager, as a young adult, and says, "I still remember the strawberries I ate out at your farm when I was 5 years old," that's good enough.
We don't know how the ripples will go out from Riverhill Farm. We also work with 4 other full-time employees, and they're going to go out in the world and possibly farm themselves and maybe benefit from the reality of what they learned here with us and experiencing a season or 2 working beside us.
The most fundamental thing I would say about being a farmer is that I mediate the relationship between the non-farming population and nature. I stand squarely between everyone who eats and nature, which can or may not provide sustenance to people. And that, in essence, is my role, is to say to nature, I want you to provide me with real food that I can use to feed my community so that they will be healthful and live full and rich lives. The community, on the other hand, says, we don't want to work that way, or we don't want to experience the risk or the pain of trying to farm. And so you are our farmer, and you grow our food, and we will respect and honor you for the work that you do on a daily basis. And that, in a small community like this, is the most gratifying part of seeing the people that we farm for and having them thank us for what we do.